What is going on, everybody? Reverend Saint here, and today I've got some Halo 2 Anniversary Edition gameplay for you guys. It's some neutral bomb assault. I think I'll go like 24 and 12 or something like that. It's pretty good gameplay. Yesterday I was dropping bombs, I was doing good. I had a couple of running riots earlier in the day, and I was like, dude, yeah, man, I'm gonna start recording. I gotta record this. I'm gonna talk about the Halo tournament that happened this weekend. Yeah. And then when I went back later in the day in theater mode, they were gone because I took too long to look at my temporary files, sadly. But I'm back. This video is a little late, I know that. I just got back from helping someone get their car unstuck from a bunch of mud. It took like 2 hours. It was terrible, but we got it out. We got it out, man. We were successful. So I'm here now getting this video out for you guys. Absolutely loving this game again right now because it actually works. Like, I can actually get into a game. Before I couldn't do that. Like, it just took like an hour and a half to get into a game, but they've been doing updates. They've been just patching it up slowly but surely. I think today there was like a 1.2 gig patch that came out. I sat here and downloaded it. It actually went pretty dang fast too. Got that done, got online, found games like that. Okay, maybe not like that. Not as fast as something like Call of Duty or games in the, like on the 360 used to be like, but definitely really fast for this game. So I was really excited about it. Lots of fun, and I'm an awesome Halo player, man. Not to toot my own horn, but I love Halo. I'm a crazy good sniper sometimes. Sometimes I have them off games. I think this one's kind of in between off and on. Especially, I definitely have really good games when my teammates are helping me out, but sometimes that's just not the case. And speaking of teammates, I keep getting retards on my team, man. Ooh, excuse me, I burped. Got some Dr. Pepper in me. Anyway, I keep getting retards on my team, man, and it's just like they're not playing the game right, and the other team's just steamrolling them while I'm here trying to take 2-on-1 all the freaking time, drop 2 kills and die, drop 2 kills and die. Every game is close because of that, but we usually end up losing because of it. I'm like, dude, come on, man. But nonetheless, I'm not here to talk about and complain about the game. I love it, but this past weekend, there was a tournament called the Iron Gaming League Columbus tournament thingy, basically, and it was for, I think, like $15,000 was the total prize pool, and they also had their version of pro points. I can't remember the total amount of pro points they were giving out, but it was definitely a decent amount. And first place gets like 3,000 pro points, $8,000. Second place gets $4,000 and 2,000 pro points. Third place gets $2,000 and 1,400 pro points. And I'm pretty sure that's per player. And then fourth place gets $1,000, 900 pro points. And then after that, it's all just pro points, like 450 pro points, 400 anyway, and so on and so forth. So going into this event, as most people know, if anybody's followed like the whole Optic game, I'm a big Optic Gaming fan. I will say that right now. If you guys are Halo fans and you're coming to my channel, you don't really know where I stand. I'm a big Optic fan, coming from Call of Duty and stuff like that. And I was so excited when they announced they were having a Halo team, and I was really excited when they announced who it originally was. It was Flame Sword, Snipe Down Pistola, and Ace. I was like, dude, Snipe Down Pistola and Flame Sword and Ace. Like, what? That's almost a god squad for a Halo right there, man. Those guys are nuts. And they would have been. They didn't practice at all for their first event, so they ended up losing it. And then the second, they left. Freaking Pistola and Snipe Down left to join Evil Geniuses. Yes, Evil Geniuses is a gigantic organization, but you got Optic Gaming, who's got almost just as big as a crowd, I would say. I know they don't have just as big when it comes to StarCraft or anything like that, but if it's coming over to a first-person shooter, I gotta give it to the Optic Gaming squad because they are shooters. It's like they're the EG of shooters, it seems. And it's great that EG is trying to diversify their teams and get some shooter teams in here. I think they have a Counter-Strike team. I can't remember, but I know they got StarCraft, they got Dota players, they got like players on all sorts of strategy. They got a League team, stuff like that. But they haven't really stood out. They did stand out a little bit with the Call of Duty squad until they decided they did not like their contracts, and they also did not like each other. So they ended up breaking up. But nonetheless, it just seems like you would be pretty dumb to have a spot on the under the Optic name with basically a god squad for Halo and then just leave to go join another team, which is still good. You got Lunchbox and Roy, which are great players, but honestly, if they did not leave Optic, Optic would have won. Them too, with them in it, would have won this tournament 100% if they practiced. There's no doubt about it, because if you look at it, well, you got Flamesword and Ace, who are veterans, and then they got a new guy, Ares, who just showed up, did really good. Assault is a really good player as well. and they got third. Optic got third. Like CLG Gaming won first, and they got Royal 2, Ogre 2, which they Ogre 2. I don't know if Royal 2 was playing. I can't remember, but Ogre 2 and I think Snakebite were actually playing Call of Duty with Snipe Down when they were trying to start their own Call of Duty Pro team, and they were okay, but they just couldn't get it to stick. And I think that's why they didn't do what Formal did. What Formal and Enable did. What they did was they came from Halo, and then they broke off and went to other actual Call of Duty teams instead of trying to make their own. And I think that's one of the reasons why Snipe Down didn't and Ogre 2 just did not stick into the Call of Duty community or competitive scene and went back to Halo right away, whereas Enable and Formal stayed with Call of Duty. So it just, I don't know. They just did that, and then they went to, and then it was like, okay, Halo 2 is going to have a huge tournament, and they're going to be on Optic Gaming. Oh, nope, they're not. They're on EG now. But Optic did come in third. EG came in second. Great series against them. There was a couple times where Optic almost came back in like in the King of the Hill, and they almost came back in the CTF at the very end too, which would have went to Game 5, but they ended up losing 1-3 or 3-1. Went to EG. Great games. It was, the whole tournament was just a ton of fun, but it kind of sucks because basically Optic gets screwed over. Like, they had like a week and a half to practice together after they announced their actual fourth. He had to basically rebuild the team with just a couple of weeks before the tournament, and it's like, dude, that's kind of bogus. But they had to do that. Flamesword and Ace had to do that and practice, and then come here, and then they still get third. That's pretty freaking good, in my opinion. So I'm really excited to see where Halo's going this year. The tournament was great. Some of the casters were a little bit subpar, I do got to say. There was like 2 good casters. One of them was obviously Golden Boy, and that dude's a Don, man. I like that guy a lot. He was a great caster with Call of Duty, and now he's doing Halo. It was a great caster in Halo. I actually got to play with him once. It was pretty cool. I had a conversation. We were playing Titanfall. Had a big huge group conversation between competitive COD and competitive Halo. Actually, that's exactly what we talked about. It was actually a really good conversation. It was really great. We talked about how like the difference between dying fast and dying slow, and just different types of strategies. What takes more skill, what takes less skill, why isn't Titanfall an esport? And it was great. It was a really good conversation. I actually really enjoyed it. So it was good to see him there, but really they need to get some more casting talent, and I think they're going to have themselves a really good show. They didn't have quite as many views as I hope. I think there was like 15,000 on the Twitch channel for the finals. I was really hoping there'd be a little bit more, but nonetheless, yeah. But now I want to talk about, I did just say I did not agree with their move to EG, and it was kind of a backbiter, I guess you could say. But nonetheless, Snipe Down and Pistola are just, if you watch the tournament, those guys are so freaking good at this game. Snipe Down won the MVP award, which gave him, I think, an extra $1,000 or something like that, because somebody donated $1,000 to the community voted MVP award. And I actually got to say, it wasn't just people voting for their favorite player. There's no doubt about it that this guy's getting it, because he did so freaking good in this game. He is so good at it. It is scary, man. Most of the time, like I like to say, like put in the right position, I could at least hang. There's no way I could hang with this dude at all. He's so freaking good. And a lot of the other Halo players, I used to think I was really good. Somebody actually asked me to join their team for MLG Orlando back in Halo 3, and I was like, I got scared. I was like, nah. I said, nah. I should have tried out at least. I think it would have been cool. You never know what would have happened, but there's no way, dude. But it was really cool to watch. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. I know this video, yeah, man, yeah, English, it's great. I know this video was a little bit rambly, but like I said, I just got back from digging someone out of the mud for 2 hours, and I'm really tired and I'm starving. There's Taco Bell sitting right in front of me. I want to eat it so bad. But nonetheless, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Who is your favorite Halo team? Did you watch the tournament? Do you think Halo's going to make a comeback? Do you enjoy watching Halo? I really enjoyed it. I felt like it was just as... Actually, I felt like it was more intense than Call of Duty, because it seemed like almost every game, at least Team Slayer games, were like just nail biters, man. They were always so close, whereas Call of Duty, it's more often than not, it's either, I feel like Call of Duty is a game of comebacks, and then Halo is the game of nail biters, basically. That's how I feel, because it's either like Call of Duty, one team either blows the other team out of the water, or one team comes back and fights back from a deficit and then wins or gets close to winning. But like Halo is usually like a nail biter. I don't know why. That's just what it seemed like. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.